Moses. That'd be hilarious, you know what I'm saying? She just like the part when the bugs got all over everybody. Like the locusts and stuff, you know. You read about the plague. She think that stuff cool.
So I heard about Molly dreaming about that stuff. She woke up this morning, she's Mommy, I had a lovely dream.
Yeah. I ran into Miss Fanny.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I ran into her at the cereal place, like on Tia's birthday. Yeah, she told me she trying to do a play and everything, but I'm a call her, reach out to her, whatever. I'm gonna be like, listen, I want to do a Bible play. You know what I'm saying? Like we can pick whatever part of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna make that thing understandable for people, and we gonna make it visual, and we gonna make it real. You know what I'm saying? We start that thing. Somebody gave me a budget, bro. I'd be like, man, I could be true to what the text is actually saying and make a way better TV show or movie than what y'all talking about.
Right.
Like, give me a budget for Revelation.
Some Hollywood weirdo always gotta come and change.
Gotta come mess it up. It's like, it's a cracking story the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a budget on Revelation, bro. I will take any movie these people ever put together. I'll blow that thing out the water. Just give me a couple writers, some people who know how to, you know what I mean, do some special effects. You know what I'm saying? Just give me the money to pay these people. Bro, we'll kill this thing. Like, man, you serious? The events that's happening in Revelation, now that's a movie. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but y'all better be stuck on that movie all day. I wouldn't even feel right doing it. Be like, I don't know if God wants y'all to know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he wants y'all to put it up. You know God have to change it. You know what I'm saying? Most like God be like, you got too close. He had to switch up the whole plan. Like, you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know how most like God do it. You know what I'm saying? Most like God had to prove the devil wrong a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lazarus, he got up in how many days?
4. It was like more than, it was a couple.
I mean, y'all should have to get up in 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That's how you look at it. Most like God look at it like, oh, okay, no, we can't.
He been dead for this many days. He's like, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should like, oh no, I can't go. I get there too quick. I'll have to bring him on the 3rd day. Then get it with that. Devil would have been like, yeah, nah, that was him. Nah, y'all was shooting, you know what I'm saying? Most like God work. You know what I'm saying? He be looking at, we trying to predict him. We was looking at, nah, like the Son of Man gotta come. And when he come, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come fighting. That's how we think about it. That's how our people would think about it. Most like God was like, yeah, let's switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we get it. That's how he worked. Even if we thought we had predicted that thing wouldn't be right.
He said,
you know what I'm saying?
Not by strength or not by might, but by my power.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
A gentleman reached out on probably a little bit after last Bible study. You know what I'm saying? Had some cool questions about Revelations. Well, it was about the prophecy of Zephaniah is where it kind of was founded in. He was like, yeah, Zephaniah said, a pure language is going to be restored to us. And then he was like, but that's not really my question. You know what I'm saying? The question really goes to, I forgot what it was. It was like Matthew some. I forgot what it was. You know what I'm saying? But about the elect, pretty much the elect being gathered, I think it was. In Matthew 24, Matthew 24. Then the other one was, I forget. I'm gonna have to read it. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But it ties into Revelations. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I was like, man, I wish I could just call him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like so much to explain, and like really so much to really dig into to make sure you understand. Because like people don't really understand how much. Like Revelation is really just like the greatest hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all it is, it's like pulling together so much of the other stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Let me see. How do I get the... Yeah, so he was asking about Hebrews 8:11, which is saying, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord.
Quoting Isaiah.
Quoting Isaiah, for all shall know me from the least to the greatest. And the other part of the question was, and this gospel is going to be preached across all the world to all the witnesses. So he is like, you know what I'm saying, pretty much like, what time is this going to be? How is this thing going to play out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is the gospel like already preached, or is that coming truth, or is it going to be like the gospel is preached and like all the different denominations going to be on one page. And then once it's on one page, we ain't going to need to teach nobody because we all on one page. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like really, like, you know what I'm saying? Just asking like, how's it all going to play out? And so, you know, what I try to do is like, okay, hold on. Let me make sure you understand like how all this stuff connects. Like Zephaniah, right? Zephaniah is talking about restoring a pure tongue. Okay, so who else talks about restoring? Right? Who else tells us about restoring something? Elijah, right? You remember Yahushua came, he said, and surely Elijah will come first and he's going to restore all. Right? So this is a time of restoration when Elijah comes. Then also you look at the prophecy about Elijah in, is it Malachi? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who remember what that say?
Malachi.
Elijah going to do what?
He's going to come before the great and terrible day of the Lord.
And what he going to do?
Gather the children to the fathers and the fathers to the children.
Right. He going to turn the hearts of the father back to the sons and the sons back to the father. What does that mean for us?
We don't know who we are.
Yeah,
We going to know who our fathers are. Our fathers happen to be the names of our what? Our tribes. Right? So then I was like, okay, now that take you to Revelations 7 or 14, one of those. I think wherever they count out the, was it 7, I think? You know what I'm saying? When they do the
44,000.
Yeah, 144,000. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well that connects you to that. That's how they know what tribes to seal the people from. You know what I'm saying? And he asked about everybody know each other. I was like, okay, again in Revelations, it say the angel of the world will go and preach the gospel to all of what? To every nation, to every tongue, and every kindred. That means no matter what language, it's an angel that's going to preach the gospel to every single one of the persons. He's like, I was like, okay, so once you know that, and you know that all these people going to get killed, that's how we end up knowing the truth. Right? You look at the book, all before that, name one time an angel preached the word. Never. You're not going to see it. Right? I didn't get into this, but if you look at Acts, the Ethiopian eunuch was driving by, you know what I'm saying, riding by.
Chapter 8.
And then Acts chapter 8, and then you got Philip who came, and the Spirit said unto him, go preach to him. Right? And then the angel said what? To the Ethiopian eunuch.
Is a man coming.
Angel was right there. Spirit had to go tell the Philip to holler at him. And then the angel was like, somebody gonna come. For what? Just preach him the word. Nah, man gotta do it. Right? But in the end, the angel gonna do it. Why? Because it's the end. That got that after that. Then we gonna be rebirthed in the spirit. When we rebirthed in the spirit, we gonna know God.
Everybody gonna know.
From the least to the greatest. No man gonna have to go and teach. That's why these people, if we grab real quick, we gotta do some talking real quick. Jeremiah, what is it? Jeremiah 31, 32, 31? This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. Let's just get into the book real quick. That's a chunky mama. Look at her. It's Jeremiah chapter 31, 31.
We wipe her mouth, Melanie.
My knees drool so much, bro. It's ridiculous.
Can you let me some hot dog?
That's out of line. Why TJ gotta make you a hot dog?
Behold, the days come, says the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband to them, says the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord.
Look, he said, this shall be the covenant that I shall make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. He about to tell everybody on notice. He's about to tell you the covenant that he gonna make with the house of Israel and the house of Judah after those days. After those days. Watch this.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people.
I got that. Ain't nobody gonna need to teach nobody nothing, because where's the law? In our hearts, in our inward parts.
This is Jeremiah, right? He's quoting Jeremiah.
Keep going, watch this.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me. From the least of them unto the greatest of them, says the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
I got that, right? So Jeremiah is telling us this. That's what the writer of Hebrews in the 8th chapter, that's what he's quoting from. Right? So this is the whole prophecy. Go back to the beginning of it, 31.
Behold, the days come, says the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
A new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers.
It ain't gonna be like the one that I made with their fathers. You know what I'm saying? In the
day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt.
Right, in Mount Zion and Mount Horeb. Right, keep going.
Which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them.
They broke that one. Right, so we look at it. The man is trying to lay it out clearly for us, but in different spots. And why? Because the man told us we got to put it together, line upon line, precept upon precept. What's his name? Scully? Yeah, we answer questions. You know what I'm saying? You write the question down, I'll peek over and look at it. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Man got to be taught. A woman got to be taught. All right, so that's what we look at. All right, well, Sabbath peace.
Sabbath peace.
It's another opportunity for us to come together and hear and learn of the word of truth that's given to us by the Most High God. All honor goes to the Father through the Son, whose name is Yahushua. In him lies the only hope for salvation. We know that it is obtained by grace through faith, not of works, lest anyone should boast, and given freely as a gift to all who obey him. We understand that if we do not obey him, it is made manifest or made obvious that we do not believe. In this state, we should expect no good thing from the Most High. However, anything that we do get, whether it be a gift of tongues, a gift of prophecy, or any supernatural experience that we may have, it can and it will be used against us in the day of judgment. With that said, peace to the saints that are in the room, to the saints that couldn't make it, but no peace to the wicked. Say to the saints watching in on the camera too, but no peace to the wicked. The only thing we say to them is repent that they might live. Go ahead and get that question out so we can get it before we get started. What we got? Where we going to start it today, Daniel? What you got on your heart? You know Daniel be having something on his heart. What you got on your heart today, Daniel? What these people be messing with you for? Daniel posted something today. He said, what'd you say?
Oh, yeah, I'm just talking about.
He said these people was sick. The man in the comments like, coronavirus? Well, I laughed so hard when I said, he said, coronavirus? They all scared of that coronavirus.
They terrified, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
No, I'm talking about just sick in their mind. They ain't got no principles and nothing to it.
I like when Daniel talks to people in his comment. He don't even indulge. That boy be getting them one word that no sick in the mind. They like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He don't even indulge them when they fool me. I like that stuff.
Yeah. Just talking about like, cause I remember my mom was talking about something today. She was just like, she said, she was talking about like, the Wade is.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wade, his son, daughter.
Yeah, I'm like, man, it's crazy because
What's wrong
like
with these dudes, bro?
his wife is like, you know, she's like one of the main ones that's condoning it. And it's like, you gotta be able to leave, and then your kids like they don't know where they're going.
I heard there's a mom, the little boy mama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I read the headline. I didn't read the story, so I don't really know. But the headline posed it as if, you know what I'm saying, she's against it. She ain't for that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, thank God for the mom. You know what I'm saying? If that's true.
Yeah,
Thank God for the mom.
I'm just talking all that. Y'all need to support him, and what can I do to make him feel comfortable and all this other stuff.
You're a dad.
That's crazy.
We have another video.
Now that boy a celebrity. He trying not to get all those hate tweets.
Yeah.
We got another video of a dude. He cussing in the video, so I didn't repost it. But he got it's a dude. He got his 3-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there, and I guess it looked like he like got a computer, but you can't see the computer. You can just see their faces. And he looking like, son, are you a cucumber? You know what I'm saying? And the son was like, yeah. And he's like, son, are you popcorn? Yeah. He's like, son, are you a girl? Yeah. Son, are you this? So he just went through all these random things. And then he was like, so you were a cucumber or something. You know, I don't know what it was really, but it was like random things like, so you a cucumber. And he started cutting. Now, you stupid blinker. How is my 3-year-old, how y'all think y'all stupid people think my 3-year-old gonna identify something and he identifies as a cucumber. You know what I'm saying? And y'all letting them make these type of decisions and y'all promote it. You know what I'm saying? If I keep telling him he a cucumber, he gonna be a cucumber in his mind. And I was like, yeah, man, I got that. You know what I'm saying? It is like simple logic. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is saying, and these people know they silly. These people know they darn crazy. But you know, they keep playing these games with people's lives because if they admit in one area that it don't make sense, then it's gonna call the question it's gonna call the question the whole thing. The whole shebang gonna be calling the question.
Yep.
And at this point, as much as
they made their bed now.
as much as they like to consider them playing like homosexuals and all this stuff, they like to consider themselves marginalized. You know what I'm saying? In reality, they're not, right? In reality, they're represented on TV. They're represented everywhere, right? So they're not really marginalized. In fact, you have people that are afraid to speak against it. There's a lot of people that go along with this foolishness, not because it makes sense to them or that they really agree. They just are afraid of being the person who speaks against gays, who are not lock in step with gays. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's when you look at it in reality, it's like the whole world being bullied by these people.
Yeah, oh for sure.
They being bullied by these people.
Dwayne Wade, you know what I'm saying? He in his interview, he sounded extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They're trying to make it seem like he okay with it, or trying to make it seem like he's okay with trying to learn how to be okay with it. It's like, no, bro, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You know you're not. You probably hate it deep down. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand it.
Yeah.
But you're a celebrity, and you don't want to be looked at as the bad guy.
And that's crazy that you let that thing happen to your kid.
Yeah.
Your boy. That's just nuts. That's sick. It's just like you said. I think it's sick.
Yeah, super sick.
You
Other
can't,
boy wearing
you know what I'm saying?
girl
You gotta-
clothes and all that other stuff. Like, man, it's crazy.
Men just gotta start. We can't
Yeah.
afford to be weak.
You can't. That's
We can't afford to
that's
be
the
weak.
thing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that thing just happened, you know what I'm saying? But the Most High God gave it to us. We got to be wise, and we got to make the right decision, and we got to make sure that we paying attention to what's going on to make the right decision. But we can't let, you know what I'm saying? We can't let, Gabrielle Union gonna come in and your son that you have with another woman, and you gonna let her, that's nuts to me.
That's crazy.
Woman, you can get out my darn house. You know what I'm talking about? That thing crazy. You can get out my house with that foolishness. No, not with the foolishness. That's crazy. You better do something else. Right? That thing don't make no darn sense. You ain't gonna come to my house and try to tell my son he gay. I don't care what he said to you. Right? I don't care what he had on. That's not gonna happen.
That's crazy. You can't be like that then. Like, you just gonna be going all over the place. You gotta be a man. Just stand up. Just like, okay, so what y'all don't like me? Okay.
Yeah, what?
Well, you all right?
That's crazy.
Man, you know, they got all of them out here apologizing. You got T.I., you know what I'm saying? He said some valid stuff about his daughter. He had to come back and apologize.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You got Snoop Dogg. He did say some messed up stuff about Gail that he probably need to apologize
I'm mad at
for.
Snoop because it's like, what you said probably needed to be said, but why you gotta ruin it with, you know what I'm saying, with the extra stuff?
But yeah, he had to come back and apologize for the extra stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But they got all these people, and all they gonna focus on is the apology for Snoop. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna focus on the merits of what he said. Like we talked about before, is, you know what I'm saying, that position, that viewpoint is not represented, and it's not going to be, right? Because it's a viewpoint that makes sense.
What he said wasn't even wrong.
Nah, yeah, they
Not at all.
they would have never got me up.
Yeah, T.I. ain't even do that. He ain't even say that, bro. Like, that's crazy.
I was like, as long as I'm paying for her college, as long as I'm paying for all her stuff, as long as even if she ain't technically under my roof, as long as I'm taking care of her and I'm paying for the roof she under, that. I do whatever. That's between she and I. You know what I'm saying? See, we can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? However that thing work out. That's my daughter. I don't know what y'all
My man's actually
I ain't
being a
never
good,
let nobody.
being
Nobody gonna tell me how to take care of my
being a
darn
good
kid.
dad. You know, to apologize for being a good dad. You know?
Nobody, and they gonna let the other boy right here. You know what I'm saying? They gonna kill him because he want to make sure his daughter a virgin like they agreed upon. He want to make sure that she's meeting the expectation that he set for her as her father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here gonna be like, well, it's better for it's a better thing for a girl to be having sex uncommitted. You know what I'm saying, without her father's permission, than it is for a girl to not be having sex. Nobody gonna say that.
No.
Nobody gonna say it's better. You might say either way. I mean, it's not a big deal. A lot of people, sick people, will say that, but ain't nobody gonna say it's better. Like it's healthier for. Nobody's gonna say that. So when he's doing and setting the standard for the better thing for a daughter, they kill him for that, right? When he enforced the standard, right, for a better thing for a daughter, they kill him for that. However, little boy say he want to be a girl and want to identify a girl. That's great parenting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're right. It's sick.
That's crazy.
It's sick.
It's crazy.
It's sick. Happening right before our eyes too. It be feeling like, am I crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
am I crazy? Like, what's going on here? I was like, all right, I'm gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That thing never happened. Nobody's telling me you gonna have to take my kids from me. You know what I'm talking about? Because ain't nobody telling me how to raise my kids. That's nuts. I'm gonna do that thing right by the book. And when I say book, I'm talking about my book. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to come and take them from me. And when you do that, you're gonna have to fight. Unless they disobey. You know what I'm saying? They disobey, you take their butt. I'll open the door for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They consistently disobey, I'll open the door for you. Go get them. CP what? Go ahead, go get them. You know what I'm talking about? But if they obey me, oh, you gonna be taking me to jail for a lot more than just, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever you think I did wrong to my kid. Cause I'm gonna whoop their darn butt. And I'll do it in front of your butt if I need to. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy to me. You ain't gonna tell me, you ain't about to bully me into treat my kid. I see that stuff and I get it and I'm sensitive to it because I know people love their kids. But please, ain't nobody about to pop up, you know what I'm saying? Well, we heard, you know what I'm saying? I took Zahar to school. You know what I'm saying? That boy peed on himself. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was telling the teacher the whole time, my dad's gonna whoop my butt. My dad's gonna whoop my butt. You know what I'm saying? She came over to me. She's like, now. He kept saying that he was gonna get a whooping. Is that another? I was like, oh, no, I said, you know what I'm saying? You're all right. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Zahar, come here. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to know it was an accident. I was like, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll take care of it. You're all right. As soon as we walk in that door, boy, I'm going to whoop your butt. You know what I'm saying? Walk out there. Come, we ain't playing these games. We not playing. Like, I don't understand. I don't care. I ain't doing nothing wrong to my kid. Come check. Set the camera up. I'll let y'all do it. I ain't got nothing to hide. Let's do it. I want to have that fight. You know what I'm saying? These people lost their darn mind thinking they can just, in every aspect of our lives, they think they can just bully people and just push people. They the kings and queens are talking about bullying. These people, the main bullies, try to influence you and scare you into making a decision. You know what I'm saying? Make you uncomfortable until you gonna make the decision they want you to make. Please, I'm gonna make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? These people, if you tell them you don't like the Democrats, they tell you you're a Trump supporter. Oh, yeah. What you think that is?
Bully.
I don't like Trump. And all y'all say he bad, so the last thing I want to be is a what?
Trump supporter.
Right.
So you call me a Trump supporter just because I don't like your candidate. What do you think that's going to make me say?
No, I like your candidate.
I hate Trump. No, he's the worst. That's how people be got in the press. Like, I even found myself doing something. No, I don't like Trump. I got to stop myself from doing that. I don't care. I ain't saying nothing about Trump. What I'm talking about is how bad Bernie Sanders is. Bro. Why I gotta preface, now I don't like Trump, and Trump is terrible, and he's a racist, and he's this, and he don't care about black people either. But Bernie Sanders, I ain't got a preface. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about Bernie Sanders. Right. Care nothing about how y'all want. I ain't about to bully me into this foolishness. I'm sick of these people, bro. I'm sick of it. I don't like none of them. When I'm talking about Trump, I don't care if you call me a Democrat. So what? Shut up. Right. Trump is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Roger 59, what that boy say? He said, he said, instead of sending a Twitter message, send some, he said, instead of sending something on Twitter, send a plumber to Flint. You know what I'm saying? Or send a plumber to Michigan. You know, that's where he from. He like send a plumber to Michigan. I was like, yeah, I feel that. And then that boy ain't different from Obama.
Where I'm from in
ain't none of them cared.
Out there where I'm from, Cholula, man, they'll be having water sometime too.
Yeah. Oh no, the South is bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? South is worse.
It's bad out there.
South is worse, really. You know what I'm saying? They got whole, you know what I'm saying? I was watching Yvette Carnell. She was talking, you know what I'm saying, broke down this thing. You know what I'm saying? You got whole communities that's just sitting on top of poop, bro. They got to poop outside because they ain't got no plumbing. Forget like not just having, like they got to get water from wells. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like we reading about, you know what I'm saying? Like Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And when they poop, they ain't got no plumbing, so they should poop in their yard. You know what I'm saying? If they walk out and they getting infections all in their skin and stuff because it's just poop out there, human poop out there. Then don't nobody care. Don't nobody do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You got people in America living like that in 2020. Right now, people in America living like that. Just nobody even pay attention to them. You want to talk to me about a Democrat? And I'm like, please. Man, I ain't got no, please.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at work. You know what I'm saying?
People
like,
make me darn sick.
I was like, you're not going to vote? I was like, look, if a candidate don't deserve my vote, they just don't deserve my vote. Right. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, but you got to choose one that's less bad than other. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, what is that? Right. I was like, me giving a vote means that I approve of this person. I was like, if I don't approve of either choice, why would I cast my vote for either choice?
Cut me a check. Cut me a darn check. You cut me a darn check, we can talk. So I mean, y'all ain't offering me nothing. Y'all ain't offering my people anything. Some of y'all don't even y'all don't even want to give my people lip service. They don't even want to talk to us. You know what I've been seeing when I scroll down Facebook? A darn ad. And guess what this ad say? Latino X, vote now. That thing's the most offensive thing. I was like, first of all, why y'all think I'm a Latino? You know what I'm saying? Because you know the ads is like, they got this stuff so sophisticated, they know who you are and they show you the ad. So I'm like, I don't know what algorithm y'all got that told you I was a Latino. You know what I'm saying? So that's already like whatever. But then the thing is like, they got Latino. I ain't seen a black vote yet. I ain't seen the, yo, we got your reparations. We'll think about it. Like, give me something. Bro, we was out there on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? They had the debate at the Paris Hotel. You know what I'm saying? So we stood out there, you know what I'm saying? Shanice made me the ADOS shirt, you know what I'm saying? I came in that thing was tight because I came all black. I forgot about it at work. I just happened to wear all black, you know what I'm saying? Shanice made the shirt and that thing was black, you know, all black. You know what I'm saying? So I came all black. And then there was two young ladies, you know what I'm saying, out there with me. And they was all black too. You know what I'm saying? One of them had the 60s fro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know what I'm saying? We were standing there. I'm in all black on the left. You know what I'm saying? Then the other girl, you know what I'm saying? She had the fro bun. You know what I'm saying? And she on the right. Then the one with the 60 fro right in the middle. We all holding up our signs. ADOS, reparations now, lineage matters. You know what I'm saying? Holding them things right there. You know what I'm saying? Then white folk came by, bro. It's three of us. Three. You know what I'm saying? We stood out there the whole time from the beginning, from the time we got there to the end of the debate. All these other people out there, they be in the spot for like a couple minutes and they keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We out there the whole time. And the people that kept walking by trying to get coverage and everything, bro, it's like 7 people that came by was like, y'all the realest ones out here. Y'all ain't moved the spot. Y'all been standing there and y'all look wonderful. You know what I'm saying? You can just see the white folk looking by, you know what I'm saying, looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like passing like that. Like some of them, like the Paris Hotel right in front of us, they try to make it look like they taking a picture of the Paris Hotel. That thing way up there, they way down here, like, you know what I'm saying? We make eye contact with them there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they taking pictures and they looking at, it's like, man, these people know. These people know how powerful we are. 3 of us. You know what I'm saying? We just standing there. They got cameras in our faces. Like, just explain more about, you know, what this is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, her name Dominique. You know what I'm saying? She be killing that thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to, you know what I'm saying? I be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This, that, and that. But she got the facts right up here. She be like, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? The Reconstruction era was this. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? It was redlining. And this, that, and that. She laid that whole thing out with facts and dates and money and all that stuff. I be looking at her like, yeah, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? I be like, I told her, I was like, let me shut up. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Lay what these people need. I'll be like, lay it on them. You know what I'm saying? The one question people kept on asking us out there is like, well, how are you going to distribute it though? I was like, man, first of all, ain't none of your business about how you going to distribute it. Tell me you going to cut the check. Right. We'll figure that part out next. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, they have something to research. I was like, there's no research. You know what they researching? They researching, do we deserve the check? There's no research needed for that. Don't research. First thing, the bill that should be passed is reparations need to be passed within this time frame. That's the bill that I want to see passed. Then after that, then we can research. Then we can research how much should it be. Then we can research how it's distributed and all that. But that's the one question area I tried to, I don't even want to get into it. Don't even talk to me about distributing it. Tell me you're going to do it first. Right? But you know what I'm saying? They kept on asking that question. She shut that thing down though. She was like, yeah, like, how you going to distribute? Draw your family lineage back 3 generations to somebody who was on the plantation. Period. They're like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I like, I got that. They're like, well, how do you know, records make it? She's like, just look mine up in the census. Right now, we all have census records. You could do it. Period. That got that.
My granddaddy told me. You know what I mean?
That got
I go right to
that.
Mayberry, Arkansas. My granddaddy got his name from some white dude named Mayberry.
Period, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We in there.
Period, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like the work got to be done. I told him. You know what I'm saying? We meeting on Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? March 1st. You know what I'm saying? I told him. I was like, no. I was like, we got on the phone. They called me. She sent me a message on Facebook. I don't know. I still don't know how she found me on Facebook. Out of nowhere, she was just like, listen. You know what I'm saying? We doing an ADOS call tonight. This, that, another. I got on that thing. I was like, y'all don't know what y'all just did. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I was already talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? We need to do this. I was like, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we need to do, let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we trying to make a local chapter. I was like, we got it. We there. Right? This is what the people need. The people need to be woke up like, this is where we at. And for us, that's all we need is the people to start thinking about lineage.
Yep.
Right? That's all we need. Because it's only gonna take them so far. These people ain't thinking about God, they ain't thinking about lineage. They just thinking about justice in the small sense of America.
Right.
Which is right. Justice is justice no matter how you look at it, right? So that's right. I'm gonna fight for the poor, I'm gonna fight for the downtrodden, I'm gonna fight for our people. Period. That got that. So that's right. But at the same time, guess what the next thing gonna be?
What about before America?
Right. What were we doing before that?
Who we going after? Okay, we get our reparations from America. Who else owes us?
Yeah.
So then we gotta prove that we not the same people as them. Why'd you sell us versus them? What's gonna happen when they start looking into that?
Oh, we didn't sell our own people.
What's gonna happen when they start looking into that?
They can get a little closer.
Oh, you mean to tell me we've been the Hebrews this whole time? Oh, please. You think these white folks want to give us reparations and take that, let that happen? Please. Most like God know what he's doing. I'm looking at this stuff move and I'll be like, look at God. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be like, look at God. You know how the Christian said? Look at God.
Co-workers say that thing all the time because, like, the person that sits next across from him is like a first lady, and he just be messing with her. He say that thing all the time.
That's how you gotta do it, man. Look at God. You see that thing moving together like, man, I just be wanting to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the prophets and the angels. You know what I'm saying? Grab first, what I want? Give me First Peter chapter 1, or is it 2 Peter is what I want? Let's try 1 Peter chapter 1. Give me about verse 9. We just sit here rambling our mouth. We ain't even call it no books. It's 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 9.
Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently.
Right? Of which salvation the prophets have inquired. The prophets been asking about it and searched diligently. What happened?
Who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you.
Because they've been prophesying of the grace that's going to come on to us. And what was they doing after that?
Searching what or what.
And they were searching what and what?
Manner of time the spirit of the Messiah which was in them did.
They telling us about it. They explaining it to us. And at the same time, they searching like, how he going to pull this off? Searching like, what time, when is this going to happen? That's how I be looking right now. Right now, I'm looking like, so I know that the Most High God is somehow going to connect us back to our lineage. And I know he got to take us out of here. And he going to take us out of here just like he took us out of Egypt. Like, I know this thing going to happen. So I read how he took us out of Egypt. And it's like, well, the people was crying out to him before that happened. Right? The people were crying out. He was like, I heard your cry. People were crying out to him. So we have to know it's him first. We've been crying out to the man a long time. Serving the wrong God, serving the wrong religions, all that. But so is the people in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, they didn't even know his name. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. So I guess that part is the same, but I guess the other part is just the time frame. Right? Most High God took them out when he was like, he could see that the iniquity of the Amorites was full. Right? Then it's like, okay, well, now it's time to bring them out. So now it's just the time frame. So when I'm looking, I'm like, okay, well, we know the time at least got to be getting close. We thought, you know what I'm saying, we were looking like, okay, 4 in a year, you know what I'm saying, that should have been like this year, last year, this year. You know what I'm saying? Now we looking like, okay, well, hold on, you know what I'm saying? It could be our counters off, right? It could be later, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Crispus Attucks could have been an African, you know what I'm saying? May not have been a Hebrew. Ain't he the one that got shot here, the casualty of Civil War? I mean, the Revolutionary War? I think that was him. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these guys might not been Hebrew, could have been African. Who knows? So who knows where our count actually start? But it's like, okay, well, we know we got to be getting close to it at some point, right? So we look at it, okay, well, how's this thing going to come together? And what do you know? You get a bunch of black folks popping up out of nowhere talking about lineage matters. I see that and I'm just like, look.
Y'all finally stop contributing yourselves to these Africans.
Y'all see, you see black folks looking at Africans telling them, you are not us. Now, they also saying that to Jamaicans and other people who actually are us. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right. It's a start.
It's a start, though.
It's a start. Because at some point, all these separate groups gonna look and be like, oh, we all came from the same place. And we was all sold by them. And them. And them. Oh, and they sold us because we weren't like them. Well, more specifically, they sold us to them. They got rid of us because we look like them. Okay, hold on. But we told them that we weren't them. We were actually the Israelites. And they knew it. And they came and got us for it. That's going to be a different conversation at that point. At that point, that's going to be a different conversation. It's Nehemiah Chapter 2.
Just look on the map. They say it right there. I told somebody that at work, you know what I'm saying? Because I was at work, and she was trying to talk to me about women's rights, and women's have the right to choose and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't care about none of that stuff. I was like, all that stuff's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if she got raped or not. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the authority to say who lives and who dies.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's really that bad, just adopt the kid. You know what I'm saying? But she was just like, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what's wrong or right? And I was like, the Bible. You know, whatever God said.
Yeah, like I know.
She was like, don't you know that was written by Catholics? I was like, you couldn't be more wrong about what you're saying right now. I was like, the Bible was written by our ancestors.
You know, you see how they got all these people believing this nonsense?
And she was like, it couldn't be written by us because I was like, no. It was, and I will prove it to you. I was like, you just be ready. I'm gonna provide the document. I was like, I'm gonna provide the information, and I'm gonna provide the proof, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's a holiday at work. Showed her like the Bible verses. First, I had to like let her know. I was like, okay, so you said it was written by Catholics. I was like, why would white people, you know what I'm saying, say that they black? You know what I'm saying? So I showed her on the post where it said the Messiah was black. How Jeremiah said their skin was black. You know what I'm saying? How they confused us for Egyptians because she knew Egyptians was black. I said, the Egyptians was black, right? I was like, okay, so why they confused them on this part? And she's like, oh, never knew that. Right? Then I read Deuteronomy 28. Then I explain a little history to her. You know what I'm saying, about the Spanish Inquisition and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then I showed her the map of Negro land where they the slave coast. I was like, you see that? That say slave coast is where they picked the slaves up. I was like, read that right there. You know what I'm saying? That thing's like
Kingdom of Judah.
She was
that
like,
thing got that.
She was like, I never knew that.
And it ain't just on one map either.
Yeah.
That thing on a few maps.
So she was like, I never knew that. Then
You know what I'm saying?
she was like, give me that. See, I read a little bit of Deuteronomy 28. She was like, give me that Bible verse again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you just tell me, you know what I'm saying? Say Kingdom of Judah right there. You just tell me when there was ever a group of white folks that look like the Jews that we see now anywhere in Africa.
And got taken as slaves to America.
Forget that. Just show me where they was there. Show me where they even like a group of them, a tribe of them or whatever, sojourned there for a little bit. You're not going to see it. Outside of them, you know what I'm saying, maybe doing a one-time visit, you're not going to see it. They wasn't out there living. These people had money.
Yep.
These Jews had money. What's wrong with y'all?
They go down there for it.
What you think Hitler was upset about? Because these boys were poor? Some of them was poor. Right? Hitler wasn't upset because they were poor. Hitler was upset because they had money and they had messing up that man's economy. That boy had enough. He said, okay, we got something for y'all. And gave him one. Right? And quiet as it kept, some records indicate that they was funding the war against themselves.
Yeah.
And used it and bargained with it to get Israel.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Quiet as it kept. So it looked like, man, we dealing with a different type of sickness. Like, we dealing with a different type of people. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what the book say. It's Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 1. You know what I'm saying? Pick up where we left off from last week. It's just important that, you know what I'm saying? We look at the book, take what it say, walk in it. Gotta walk in. That's the most important piece. You get it, you learn, and then you walk in and do what the book say. Be honest with it. Be honest with your darn self. Don't be darn out here kidding. You know what I'm saying? Kidding your darn self. That thing crazy. You doing man, that thing crazy. That thing just don't make no sense.
And it came to pass in the month Nisan in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him, and I took up the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is your countenance sad, seeing you are not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid, and said unto the king, let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad when the city of my place of my fathers sepulchres lie waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire?
Who talking right now?
Nehemiah.
Who is he talking to?
Talking to the king.
What did he just say to the king? Let the king do what?
Live forever. Let the king live forever.
Listen, everything that we do as believers of the book, as disciples of the Most High God, everything that we do is like a tightrope compared to the rest of these people. You got people that would be considered Uncle Toms that might use that same type of language, right? They might give honor to the person in charge, right? And then you got other people that'll fight the power, fight the system, never give that type of respect. We see Nehemiah, man of God, he does get that type of respect. Again, do not let these people bully you in the field. Don't let our people bully you. Don't let anybody bully you in the feeling like we can't. He just told a human being who don't serve God, let the king live forever. Right? And did nothing wrong in doing it and saying it. It's okay for us to give honor to human beings, to men. As long as we know who our honor really belongs to, God. And it's not us being fake. It's not anything like that. It's respect. When you know God is different, God is over everything, right? Do people think he over everything? So when he come and deal with the king of Egypt, how he deal with him?
Ooh, how God deal with him? He let him know what's happening.
But he dealt with him as a king. God didn't come up to him and be like, you ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. When he talking about Pharaoh's gods, how does he deal with their gods?
He judge them as gods.
As gods. He didn't say these gods ain't even real. He come to him and be like, and your gods is that another. They ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to judge your gods just to let you know who boss. But he acknowledged them where they are.
Yeah, he went to the king and told Moses, let my people go. It ain't like...
God made a request to the king. That's the most important. That's what I want us to get to. You have to understand, like, this is how God works. God is not like... God, although he is the man, still shows the proper respect. It's a different type of thing. He don't need to. He know these kings ain't only kings because who put them there?
Yeah.
He said he told him that. You only there because I wanted to show my power. I wanted to make this day famous for me.
I respect my decision to put you where you at.
You know what I'm saying?
You are where you are.
Nevertheless, you there. Therefore, I'm asking, will you let my people go? Or you don't want to let them go? What about now will you let my people go? Or you still don't want to let them go? All right. Okay, now do you want to let them go? That's from Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? You get about 3 or 4 plagues in. Pharaoh got to be like, okay. You can go.
Just the men.
Just the men.
Just the
you
men.
know what I'm saying? Let the women and the children and the cattle stay here. Moses like, nah, that's a deal.
Nah, we all gotta go.
You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out there.
We
We gonna
like, okay, all y'all can go, but just let the cattle stay.
Yeah. Then Moses like, oh, no. So we got to have the cattle. We don't know exactly what we're going to sacrifice. That don't make no sense. We go out there. We got to do some sacrificing. We ain't even got to. Most High God tell us we need all our cows. We didn't bring the darn cow. That don't make no sense, Pharaoh. That's a deal breaker. We can't do it. Pharaoh hardened his heart again. You know what I'm saying? They go through the back and forth. The Pharaoh say, okay, you can go. No, I changed my mind. Okay, you can go. Oh, no, I changed my mind. Here's the stipulation. No. You know what I'm saying? That thing go after a while. Most High God give him something. He made him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah, but Godfather, that boy.
Right? What the Godfather do? He cut that, you know what I'm saying? He cut the horse head, put it in the bed, made him an offer he can't darn refuse. That's how that thing do. He killed all the firstborn of the whole land. Except for Israel, because we put the blood over our doorpost. right? It's just important to understand that, like, when you pay attention and know God, when you look at the book and be like, okay, God is different. Like, these people can run their mouth about people made up, God made it. You look at this book, the man is different, bro. The book is different. This whole book is killing the people that wrote it. You never gonna see it. You never gonna open up the Quran and just see the Quran just trash Muslims all the way through. It's never gonna happen. Right? This book trash us. The whole book. And we wrote this, our book. Whole time they talking about how stupid and dumb and disobedient Hebrews are. It don't even really touch on the Gentiles. I ain't even got time to really touch. You know what I'm saying? The Gentiles start getting talked about later, and they still talking about us.
Book even say, you know what I'm saying, if you went to foreigners, they'd listen to you.
Yeah.
If you talk to your own people, they ain't gonna listen to you.
Thank you, son. Close it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You look at this stuff, man, it's like, the book is unlike anything you see. You don't see the Hindu book talking about out there trashing the Hindus are so... Nah, ain't gonna happen. They gonna talk up their God. They gonna make it seem like their God is all amazing. You know what I'm saying? Our God, this ain't the realest thing you ever gonna read in your life. Really, and no matter how you want to look at it, it's the realest. That thing gonna give you some history. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing but dig stuff up and confirm it. Oh, yeah. Egyptians said that too. You know what I'm saying? Oh goodness, Sumerian said that too.
Yeah, I remember they had found like those memoirs of them Egyptians like trying to recall what was happening to their land.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. They got a whole. They call it
they try to act like they don't, but they got records of Egyptians.
A papyrus.
Yeah, talking about what was happening to their land when Moses was like messing their stuff up.
That thing cover all 10. You ask them right now. What's described?
There was no facts that Hebrews were actually even in Egypt.
Is there anything in Egypt that describes the 10 plagues? You can ask them right now. They gonna lie to you and tell you no. And I'll pull a thing right up. And then you read that thing almost identical to what Moses talking about. And can't none of them deny it. And you read their story on it, what it mean? Actually, this is talking about this and this, that, and that. Be like, these people think y'all stupid.
Yeah, they do.
They think y'all stupid. You read it, it's like, I'm not, that thing I be one of the people. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be reading it, they be like, how do you know that what you reading about? I don't know, I'm not dumb. Like, it says what it says. The only reason people are confused about what the Bible might mean and might say, because you ain't read it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason you're confused, because you like read like a part of it, but not the other part. Only because you ain't read it. When you actually read it and you take it for what it say, ain't no confusion.
My coworker was like, it's disrespectful to women. The same one I told you about, like, the Hebrews wrote it. You know what I'm saying? The same one I told her, like, oh no, white folks ain't write this. Mm-hmm. That's the same one. Was like, it's disrespectful to women. I just got to breaking this down. Now she interested. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh yeah, you ain't read no book. No. The whole book tell us to protect our women and take care of you. Yeah, so you ain't read it. You obviously ain't read it.
These people disrespectful to women. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff y'all see out here disrespectful to women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay their women. They call their women equal and don't pay them right. Right? Y'all darn people are darn disrespectful to women. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let a woman tell you woman power, you know what I'm saying, and forget the man and go get you a woman. Yeah, now a woman can't reproduce, can't do nothing that she was designed to do. You gonna call me disrespectful? Y'all gonna let a man, a grown man, make himself believe that he a girl, or make y'all believe that he a woman, and then beat y'all face inside of the octagon and UFC or, you know what I'm saying, martial arts. You let a man just here and beat, but I'm disrespectful to women. My book disrespectful to women.
Then you let a man become a woman and
then give him dark
woman of the year.
That's insane.
You know how disrespectful that is to women, bro? Like this guy is the woman of the year? Like really? What about the women that's actually women? Can't you get that to like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
how are you appreciating women at all doing that?
That's the most insulting thing.
It's crazy. How can you ever appreciate a woman when y'all letting the dudes be up?
Never had to go to.
Bro, that's like Rachel. What's her name? Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Winning like, you know what I'm saying, the African American of the Year award. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what that's like, bro. Bro, I wasn't that mad at Rachel. That thing was
Nah, she is alright. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was alright. I thought she was alright. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wasn't that mad, bro.
I thought she was
I was like,
alright.
you didn't have to lie, bro. You
Yeah,
wasn't thinking with us.
she
like,
a liar, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at nobody that's mad at her. But at the same time, you know what I'm
I
saying?
wasn't that, bro. I was like,
If she showed up, I'd be like, yeah.
She actually did stuff for black people. Like, you got black people that don't do nothing for black people.
Yeah. Yeah, she lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, I get it. I know it's a problem.
I don't like that she lied.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
you know what I'm saying? But you know,
you know.
like, if you want to be black.
I
you know
wasn't
what I'm
that
saying?
mad.
We an accepting people. All you gotta do is just let us know, like, I would like to roll with y'all. We still let you dress the same way. You still wear your hair in a little fake fro. You know what I'm saying? We accepting people. We ain't gonna trip on nothing like that. We always let white people
You know
in.
how accepting we
Yeah,
are.
man, we both like forget
Every
people
time I
man.
hear them talking, you know what I hate? I hate it so much. They always say black and brown. How come we can't never be separate? I've never seen a Latino say brown and black.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's just
I've never seen a Latino when they talking about their people say, oh yeah, and black.
because you know too much come with that.
That's crazy, bro.
Too much come with that. You know what I'm saying? You get to separating this. Anything that you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that you just single us out, it's dangerous because we're unique, and that unique experience has to be hidden. Otherwise, it becomes obvious that whoa, y'all owe us specifically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've been here for 400 years. The country ain't even been a country for 400 years. We put all this stuff together. We built it. We made it. Like some of the things. Tell your brother to open the door. Tell your brother to open the door. Tell TJ to open the door.
Can you tell TJ to open the door?
He's asleep.
TJ?
You gotta.
He
That's
just
what he
said
said.
he's asleep.
You gotta look at it like we've been here all this time. We've been setting this stuff up. We made this thing appropriate to where white folks from Europe wanted to come here. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was coming here just because it's like
No, they
you know what lie they told? They came here because people were trying to escape what?
persecution, but that wasn't it. They came here for opportunity.
Yeah, came here
Free
because
land.
to get money.
Yeah.
These people didn't come here poor. These people came here like, this is an investment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they can come over here and get it popping. And to this day, that's what's happening.
Yep.
People come here,
That's a fact.
this is the land of opportunity. This is an investment.
Make their money here, go back home, and straight.
No. Make their money here, send it back home. Listen, Mexico, you know what I'm saying? The dollar gonna stretch there. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. Okay, so I can get this much just work. I can sell some oranges and get that. Okay, let me just send that back to Mexico. Okay, you exchange that. Cool, we do that enough time. You buy a business out in Mexico. All right, now we got a business running. All right, keep it going. I'm gonna still work out here for a little bit. All right, good. Guess what? I'm going back to Mexico now. We good. We set. In Mexico now, I'm middle class. Right? And if I establish myself well enough in Mexico and I get enough money, I can just come right back out here. Go back. Huh? Okay, tell Mac come up here. I want to see him. Right? I can go back out there. I can go back. Hey, hush, boy. Be quiet, son. I can go back out there. And when I go back out into the Americas, now I can just start a big. Because I got money in Mexico now. I come back, now I can just start an American business. Because remember, there's still more money in America. So now I got Robertos everywhere. How do you think these people do it? That's all right. You know what I'm saying? They don't, that's why they want to hide our experience. Our experience is unique. We ain't got the best. When all these people, when Trump came into office.
Black people say it.
Bro, when Trump came into office and he was trying to let stop all the Mexicans from coming in, you know what I'm saying? The country, Mexico, right? The president of Mexico said, I set aside millions of dollars to help fight for them to be accepted as immigrants. Like you got your country, they got your back that say you gonna be able to enter somebody else's country illegally. And we'll help you fight we'll pay for the legal fees. We don't have that. I don't care if they poor or not coming over here. We don't have that. We didn't have nobody be like, nah, don't worry about it. You ain't even got to worry about that. We'll pay for your legal fee. No, they just put us in jail. And we get put in jail for nothing. let me just help understand that. So you got a business deal with Iran to get guns. Okay, cool. And then Nicaragua, they in a war. I think with like Panama or something, I forget. They in a war, right? Okay, what's going on, boy? Come over here and give me a handshake. So while they in a war, you know what I'm saying? Your mom's still here? She left.
She left.
Okay, she got out of Dodge, huh? But you know what I'm saying? They in a war. America want them to win the war because they don't like who they fighting against. Okay. All that's fine so far. So we say, this is how we gonna do it. We gonna trade humans for guns from Iran. All off the books. All right? Nobody really know, but that's how Reagan and Bush, that's how them boys became president. Right? Okay. So we got guns. Now we gonna have these guns that we ain't supposed to have, and we gonna give these guns to who? To the Nicaraguans. Because you know what? That's gonna help them win the war. But we would not dare do this for free. So how are we gonna get our just due? Because they ain't got no money. Right? So Nicaragua, you know what they do got? Cocaine. Okay, I'll give you the guns, you give me the cocaine. All right, now I'm CIA. I don't know nothing about no darn cocaine. What am I supposed to do with this? So what am I gonna do now? I got it. I can sell it. They started selling to white folks. All right? Drug epidemic happening is not a good idea. I know who to give it to. Let's put it in the black neighborhoods. So they send it out to LA. They send it out to Florida. It makes its way up the East Coast. And somehow, some way, it's centralized. I mean, you got more black millionaires coming off of the street than ever before. Somehow, it's centralized. We didn't hear about none of this in the white neighborhood, but in the black neighborhood, I'm telling you, these boys just whoop, 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 and nobody knows what's going on. Then after that, after a while, the war on what?
Right.
Ain't that about something? And the war on drugs put who in jail?
Black boy.
That's crazy. So you give me the drugs with your illegal dealings. And then you create a war on drugs, Democrats, by the way. Loving Democrats who love us so much. Right? Both Republicans, so under the Republican watch, the drug got sold to us. Under the Democrat watch, the people who the drug got sold to got put in jail at massive rates. Right? Then after that's all said and done, there's actually a trial about this whole ordeal. There's a man named Oliver North, right? Who I believe was the general at the time. You know what I'm saying? And then a man named Ronald Reagan. They was looking at these things, and they called it the Iran-Contra scandal. Guess how many people went to jail over that scandal?
No.
Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? Not one. Not one. But our people still in jail over this stuff. And still going to jail over this stuff. And you expect me to sit back and vote for either one of y'all parties without y'all offering some tangible stuff? I need more than an apology. Give me my money. You gotta make restitution. You gotta make restitution. I don't care how that make people feel. Oh, they just ask for money. They ain't gonna do nothing but spend it up. Let me tell you something. When you owe me money, I don't think it's none of your business how I'm gonna spend it. Me personally, if you owe me money, I don't care. You should have no opinion about how I'm gonna spend it. Keep that to yourself. Just pay your debt. Cause I got some criticism about how you spending my money right now. Listen, when you owe me money, I can criticize how you spend. You ever get somebody some money and like, I'll pay you back next week? Next week come and they out, you know what I'm saying? They on Facebook doing their thing. Oh, I can criticize that and be like, wait, hold on. You doing what? How you going to Disneyland and you owe me $300? I'm just trying to figure out I'm just trying to do the math. Like, you going to Disney. Okay, but you owe me $300. I can criticize that. I can ask those questions. When you owe me money, what I'm doing with my money ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't care what we do with it. Make right. Talk about me after I spend it. Give it to me and let's see if you right. You know what I'm talking about? He just gonna buy a bunch of 20-inch rims, this, that, and that. Okay, give it to me. Let me see if you right. I'll go buy some 20-inch rims just to spite them. Take them things right back after I take some pictures. You know what I'm saying? I might keep the bass in my car. There's something about having the bass in the car. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that thing hitting there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I still like that thing. I changed a little bit, but I still like that a little bit. Where we at?
The king said unto me, for what do you make requests? So I prayed to the God of heaven. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if your servant have found favor in your sight, that you would send me to Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, for how long shall thy journey be? And when will you return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given to me, to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come to Judah. And the letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me the timber to make beams for the gates in the palace, which appertain to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my God upon me. Then I came to the governors beyond the river, and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains to the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant of the Ammonite heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. And I arose in the night, and I and some few men with me, neither told I any man what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem. Neither was there any beast with me, except the beast I had rode upon. And I went out by night by the gate of the valley, even before the dragon well, and to the dung port, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and the gates thereof were consumed with fire. Then I went on to the gate of the fountain, and to the king's pool, but there was no place for the beast that was under me to pass. Then went I up in the night by the brook, and viewed the wall, and turned back and entered by the gate of the valley, and so returned. And the rulers knew not where I went or what I did, neither had I as yet told it to the Jews, nor to the priests, nor to the nobles, nor to the rulers, nor to the rest that did the work. Then said I unto them, see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lies waste, and the gates thereof are burnt with fire. Come and let us build up the wall of Jerusalem, that we be no more a reproach. Then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, as the king's words that had spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, and Geshem the Arabian heard it, they laughed us to scorn and despised us.
You see that?
And said, what is this thing that you do?
Right? What verse is that?
19.
Right, watch this. Grab 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11. You see how wise Nehemiah is? You know what I'm saying? He changed his whole route and his whole path because he already knew what these people are. Then he show up and he looking like the people looking like they laughing at him. What y'all trying to do over here? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think y'all gonna rebuild? What y'all trying to do? You know, what is this thing that you do? All right, watch this. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11.
Now all these things happen unto them for examples, that they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore let him that think he stands take heed lest he fall. There is no temptation taking you, but such is common to man. God is faithful, and will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way of escape.
And that's the key. That's why he looks at different options. Right? That's why Nehemiah walked into the situation, he looking like, okay, I see how this gonna play out. I see how this gonna play out. Let me take some different options. Right? We're gonna look back and look into it. You're gonna see how Nehemiah, he does this whole book that we're about to read is about him trying not to fall into temptations. He's trying to take the way of escape out of all these situations. Right? Watch this. Let's go to Psalm chapter 46, verse 10.
According to thy name, O God, so is thy praise unto the ends of the earth. Thy right hand is full of righteousness. Let Mount Zion rejoice. Let the daughters of Judah be glad because of your judgments. Walk about Zion and go around about her. Tell the towers thereof. Mark ye well her bulwarks. Consider her palaces, that ye may tell it to the generation following. For God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even unto death. Oh, my bad. That's 48.
Yeah, I'm about to say 46, verse 10.
Be still and know that I am God.
Uh-huh.
I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth.
Right? So you look at them, they laughing. What do you think Nehemiah thinking about? They sitting there laughing at him. In his mind, he looking like, be still. No matter what, God gonna be exalted amongst these people. They run their mouth. Don't let these people bully you. No matter how this thing play out, guess who's gonna be exalted? So whose side you gonna be on? You gonna take the cheap little, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to be laughed at, so let my son be gay. Stupid. No, don't do that stuff. We ain't got no time for this stuff. You people gonna run. Go ahead and run young, but you gonna see how Jeremiah do it. Nehemiah. I keep on calling him Jeremiah. Nehemiah do it. Real quick, go to Exodus chapter 14 real quick. Exodus chapter 14, verse 5. No matter what, the man gonna be exalted amongst these people. We just gotta choose whose side we want to be on in the end. This little cheap stuff can't buy nothing that we gonna get if we stay faithful to the Most High God. This is Exodus chapter 14, verse 5.
And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots and the chariots of Egypt and captains over every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with a high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them. All the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea.
Overtook them, didn't he?
Before Baal Zephon.
Okay. Look, he overtook him. Zakai, put those toys away.
And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. All right, all our people were afraid. Now look at the options that they could take. They could have turned around and started fighting, right? Because remember, they up against water. So Pharaoh behind them, they up against water. What we gonna do? Everybody's so afraid. Look at this. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord, and they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, have you taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you dealt with us this way to carry us forth out of Egypt? What verse is that? 11. Is not this the word that we did tell you in Egypt, saying, let us alone that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. When they say that? After they saw that they were about to get overtaken. No, they said that. So you remember at the very beginning. Yeah, at the very beginning. It was after they made they work harder. Yeah, you remember they came in, and Moses got to run their darn mouth, and the Pharaoh like, man, y'all got too much idle time. Y'all sit here. I don't know how y'all made the time to come up here and make all these darn demands. What's wrong with y'all? Make your own bricks. He's like, you know what? Don't you give him no more straw. He told the tenant, don't give him no more straw. And they still got to meet their quota. You go find your own straw, and you still better come back here with the quota. Put that work on them boy like, look, Pharaoh, Moses, I don't know what you got going on, but I don't know why you made it harder on us. All right, let's see how Moses handled this. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he shall show to you today. Just what Psalm just told us. For the Egyptians, I'm going to be exalted to run, be still, I'm going to be exalted to run these people. Watch this. For the Egyptians you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever. And the Lord shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And the Lord said to Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. So why would the Lord say unto Moses, why criest thou unto me? What does that mean? So what you crying to me for? I already told you what I was going to do. That means Moses, after he got done telling the people that, like, you have to understand, like, when you're a leader at work, a supervisor at work, sometimes, right? Sometimes something happen. Like, everybody be freaking out something happen. You ain't even talked to your boss yet. But you got to be so in tune with what's going to happen that you got to be able to deliver the message, calm everybody down, and then go back to your boss and confirm
Like, everything gonna be all right. So that's what Moses did. Be still. God gonna work it out for us. Because he trusts that. Just like a supervisor might trust his manager or his boss. Like, no, don't worry about it. Everything gonna be all right. Everybody just keep working, do your thing. That's how Moses was like, everybody relax, just be still. God gonna figure this out for us. Then he go back to God. God, what are we gonna do? Right? That's exactly how bosses do. They sit there, they had a calm face, this, that, another. They get back in that meeting room. Everything is going haywire. This, that, another, da. Most like God told him, what are you crying to me for? Right? Watch this.
Tell the people to move forward. But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. And I will give me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his host, upon his chariots and upon his horsemen.
He said he gonna exalt himself around. Drowned all them boys in the darn water. Right? Go back one chapter. Give me chapter 13. Start me off at verse 20.
They say, yeah, you can. It's like there's like evidence of chariots on the ocean floor over there, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is. I seen it though. Yeah. I seen people talking about that, but that's a long time for some chariots to be down there.
Yeah,
That ain't a long time. Ain't saying they haven't made it. That's a long time.
God probably preserved the things just so people like I told you.
Yeah, I imagine God do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? He don't be wanting to give them no too strong evidence. You know what I'm saying?
I still need y'all to do
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to blow his plan. You know what I'm saying? I got a plan. You know what I'm saying? That's how God is. You got to understand, God, he ain't like, if God wanted to prove the thing, he could. You know what I'm saying? That thing easy. But you can see, he purposely hides stuff and twist stuff and, you know what I'm saying, mix it up. Because, you know what I'm saying? You know how he doing it. He trying to get the real ones. He ain't trying to just, you know what I'm saying, get these fickle fans. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. This is Exodus chapter 13, verse 20. What's the book say?
And they took their journey from Succoth and encamped in Etham and in the edge of the wilderness by day, and a pillar of cloud to lead them the way by night, and a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people.
So this whole time, guess what they following?
What was I got?
They get into the wilderness, they going. Right? They following the man the whole time. Then they get led to some water, and all of a sudden the Egyptians pop up behind them. Of course they freak out. Moses had multiple options. Right? He could have been tempted to turn around and be like, all right, this is it, y'all. We just going to have to fight him. But guess what God did instead? He provided a way of escape. Right? All because we all relax and we say, okay, we just going to wait for God to make this move. We know what the man told us to do based off of the pillar of the cloud. It told us to go right here, period. Right? So we obey. It looked like I'm in a stuck place from obeying God. That's the best place to darn be. Something about that. Right? Let's jump back. Actually, grab Mark chapter 8 real quick. After that, we're going to get Matthew. This is Mark chapter 8, verse 34.
And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples, also he had said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he comes into his glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Grab Matthew chapter 28, verse 18. Watch that. This whole thing is about keeping faith. And when we say keeping faith, what does that mean for us? Obeying the book. That's it. Obeying the book. Doing what the man told you to do. Right.
And Yahshua came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given to me in heaven and in earth.
Mm-hmm.
Go therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
What that mean? Dunk them on the water 3 times?
No.
He said, teaching all men to do what?
Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you.
I got that. Just keep the faith is all he's trying to tell you. 1 Corinthians chapter 4. We're going to cover some ground today. You know what I'm saying? We've been light on word. You know what I'm saying? We're about to connect some stuff today. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 4. Give me verse 14. The Yahushua sent his disciples out to teach the world to keep his commandments. That's what it means to be a disciple. People ask us, well, what religion are you? Oh, we got to tell them. Oh, just disciples of the Son. That's it. We disciples of the Son of God. Disciples of, if you even want to say Christ, you know what I'm saying? You might be Christian. They might understand it a little better. We disciples of Christ. Right? We disciples of the Messiah. We disciples of the Son. We disciples of the Most High God. However you want to put it. We the disciples. And to be that means you have to be taught. You have to be disciplined in what? Obeying the commandments. Period. Right? That's what we look at. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 4, give me verse 14.
I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. For though you have 10,000 instructors, in the Messiah, yet have ye not many fathers.
Mm-hmm.
For in the Messiah Yahushua I have begotten you through the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore I beseech you, be followers of me.
Mm-hmm.
For this cause have I sent unto you Timothy, who is my beloved son and faithful in the Lord, who shall bring you into remembrance of my ways which be in the Messiah, as I teach everywhere in every congregation.
So now you see, after Yahushua say, go into the world, make these people disciples, right? Paul, taking that same message from that spirit, goes out, and he's like, listen, I gave y'all birth in the word. I've been teaching y'all all this stuff. Keep on with it. And I'm going to send somebody else. And I'm going to make sure, because that's what it's all about, making sure there's somebody who can keep us in remembrance of these things, that can keep repeating these things to us, keep agitating. That's why we were talking about in the beginning, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you take a couple years off of reading the Bible in a year, you can just feel it. You go back to them like, oh, I forgot that, because you got to stay sharp with this stuff. You got to. If not, that's how, why you think these pastors, you know what I'm saying, these people, oh, when I was your age, I was on fire. Guess what changed? They stopped looking at that darn book. They start going to darn seminary.
Yeah, that is true.
Right? That people, it just changed. You ain't sharp like you used to. People taught you to look at the book a whole different way. Now you ain't got no desire to read it. Guess what you gonna read instead?
John 3:16.
Nah, you gonna read their seminary books. What you need to buy? Okay, let me just make sure. I read the Bible myself, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. It don't really click for me. Right? So then I was like, okay, I close it. You know what I should do? Go to seminary. I go to seminary, and guess how I feel when I leave seminary? It all makes sense. They gave me books. They gave me all types of stuff to study. And after doing that, guess what made sense to me? In their mind, the Bible. So if that's the case, what I'm going to go back to when I want to study something or I want to understand a little bit more? Am I going to go back to the Bible or I'm going to go back to the material that they gave me to make sense? Make it make sense.
The material.
And that's how these people lose. Right? The only time they referenced the Bible because they seminary book told them to reference that verse. And they learned, that's how they understand stuff. That's what clicks. That's why these people, it's like the Baptists go to a Baptist seminary, the Catholic go to a Catholic seminary, everybody go to their own seminary, and everybody just darn stupid. Don't make no darn sense. Don't know how to put two verses together and make it make darn sense. They make a darn mess of the book. It's Philippians chapter 3, verse 15. We just gonna walk us through it. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta walk it through. We see Yahushua sent us out. Right? Go make disciples. Paul said, yo, look, I gotta keep you in remembrance of this. I'm gonna send Timothy. Watch this. It's Philippians chapter 3, verse 15. It's Philippians chapter 3, verse 15.
Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded, and if anything ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, whereunto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of the Messiah.
You see, he ain't playing with them, right? In 2 verses so far, we saw Paul is very clear about who does he want them to follow. Him. He didn't say the Messiah, did he?
He said, followers of me.
Me. There's a reason for that. When Yahushua sent these men out, he didn't send them out like I'm picking up the book and I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to teach the Bible. That's different. Right? I can't get up here and be like, hey, follow me. I can't do that. Right? Paul is different. Why is Paul different?
The Messiah spoke to himself.
He sent him out as an apostle.
Sent him out himself. Like appeared to him and sent him out.
That's what an apostle is. Apostle is saying, you are like you're there in my stead. You just like me. Right? When you talk to these people, you just like me. So you being Paul, you got a whole bunch of brothers out here trying to teach the same thing as you, but they teaching it wrong, making a darn mess, twisting it, changing it, all types of stuff. Oh, no. Do exactly how I do it. Follow me. Look, there's a whole bunch of boys out there. I'm telling you right now, them boys is wrong. Do it just like me. Right? Grab 1 Thessalonians 1. And we can get up out of here. This 1 Thessalonians chapter 1. Give me verse 5. I'm glad I didn't give you that water. Now I'm out. I need another one. Might need 2 of them things.
For our gospel came not unto you in word only, but also in power and in the Holy Ghost, and in much assurance, as you know what manner of men we were among you for your sake. And you became followers of us, and the Lord...
Followers of who?
Us. And the Lord, having received the word in much affliction with joy of the Holy Ghost, so that you were examples to all that believe in Macedonia and Achaia. For from you sounded...
Oh, we got right there. Go to 2 Thessalonians real quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. Give me verse 6. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 6.
In the name of our Lord Yahushua, that you withdraw yourselves from every brother that walked disorderly and not after the tradition he received from us.
Right? He said, pull back. Ain't doing it right? Pull back. What is Paul trying to do right now? He's warning. He's making clear separations. This is how it's done. Like me, like us. Right? These other boys, man, if they ain't like, man, you pull away from them. You get away, don't do it. Don't trust it. He's making that clear separation all the time, right? These people that he's talking to are having temptations. The Most High God is using Paul to say, here's your way out. Same way he did Moses. The same way we about to read about him doing it with Nehemiah. Right? He gives us a way out. People gonna laugh. People gonna do all types of stuff. People gonna try to make light of it. But what the Most High God doing is special. Whether they realize it right now or they realize it later. He gonna be exalted amongst all the people. It ain't no way around it. Right? Do not let these people bully us. Be sure that what we doing is right. The way we live is right. What the book say is right. And from there, we stand on it. These people can't bully us. At the end of the day, we look like we in a tight situation. It look like, you know, guess what? We right. We doing what the book say. We where the book say we supposed to be. Guess what? That's the best place to be. Something about to happen. You might just see a darn water just fall up on each side, be a wall on darn each side. You ain't never seen no water just darn. You stand up and it's a wall on each darn side. Book say the wind was blowing. It's a wall on each darn side. You walk through that thing, as soon as you get through the wall, it just turn right back in the water and swallow up everything behind it. You ain't never seen nothing like that. You ain't never gonna see it when you obey God. You don't know how you gonna get us up out of here. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see the wall. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna be bad and like put my hand in it, but it's gonna be a temptation. You know what I'm saying? You see a big darn whale just trying to, that's how they did it on the movie, didn't they? They put a whale, I like that part. You know what I'm talking about? You see a darn whale and it's just swimming through. Didn't they, wasn't there a whale like something right there, like a fish or something? It was just swimming through. Prince of Egypt, they did walking through and they could see it. I like that part. That's how I like to imagine. You just see all types of crazy stuff in the darn water. Reach out and try to grab the Most High God, swallow you in there. He ain't tell you to touch nothing. That's how Most High God, you gotta keep that type of stuff in mind. Most High, that's how he is. You remember, what's his name?
Achan?
No, not Achan. Him too, bro. But Uzzah, was it Uzzah?
Yeah, he's out here. Uzzah.
Uzzah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Uzzah was, you know what I'm saying? He is carrying the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, yeah.
That thing slipped.
Yeah, you tried to
What did he try to do?
Pick it up.
I don't care what it do. I didn't tell you to touch it. Man, you gotta think. Imagine what might have happened if, you know what I'm saying, that thing was about to slip and he just obeyed God. He looked back, now I ain't supposed to be touching that, and then back up. That thing might start floating right in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? You just never know how the Most High, if you obey him and just be like, you know what I'm saying, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You never know how he gonna play it out. That thing might have just broke and just put itself back together. You never know what type of miracle the Most High God would have like put that might have turned out to be for the people's benefit. But now he gonna make you the example. Either way, guess what? It's for the people's benefit. Hey, either way, how that thing play out, if it fall and break, Most High God gonna do something for the people's benefit. Put it back together, whatever he gonna do, it's gonna be for the people's benefit, right? Right? It fall, he caught it. His butt gets struck down. Guess what? People benefit. Now you know, don't touch it.
Now you know, go get the priest and bear it on their shoulder.
Right? They ain't got nothing to do with you. You just never know. All you gotta do is trust the man. Any questions?
No.
All right, let's pray out.
That dude ever asked that question?
Nah. Shalom, family. Michael Parker. You know what I'm saying? Shalom.